Path of Exile has done a lot of things right. It features deep character customization, and it's one of the most positive examples of free-to-play on the market, never pressuring or requiring players to pay a cent for any of the core content. Since its release in October 2013, there have been numerous free updates. Now, Path of Exile is gearing up for its biggest expansion yet. The Awakening not only adds expected things like new environments, items, and bosses, but it's also aiming to completely transform how the game is played. The Awakening finally continues Path of Exile's main storyline. Players explore the mining town of Highgate, where a being known as the Beast is corrupting the town. It's not just a normal enemy, however. The Beast has the ability to affect reality. Adventurers will traverse through the dreams of various villains, and these dreams are less than pleasant. One is essentially a giant gladiatorial arena. The muddy ground is soaked in the blood of dead warriors, and some sections of the arena are surrounded with a jeering crowd that eagerly soaks up the mayhem. While the creative new settings are appreciated, what you'll be doing in them is even better. Grinding Gear Games, the developer behind Path of Exile, insists that the Awakening will have 0 fetch quests. Instead, you'll get right into the thick of things, completing objectives that feel important immediately. The 9 new bosses in the Awakening are planned to be the most difficult by a fair margin, and the one we saw during our preview makes that claim fairly convincing. We aren't allowed to spoil the fight, but we can say that it quickly crushed a developer demoing the game in a single hit. In addition to the bosses, there will be 13 new skills. The specific skills shown during our preview are War Cries and Golems. War Cries largely function as expected, often buffing your character and debuffing the enemy. Yet that's not to say that there aren't surprises, depending on character builds. You can have a War Cry that causes enemies to explode upon death, leading to chaotic and humorous chain reactions. Golems are essentially super minions that follow and attack automatically. Ice Golems leap into the fray, capable of both dishing out and taking significant damage. Fire Golems function in an opposite manner, bombarding enemies with flaming projectiles from afar. What's most interesting about Golems is that they can be manipulated by the player through items and skills. For instance, the Fire Golem's straight-on shots can be converted into a circular blast, depending on what you equip. Nothing during the demo impressed us more than the new Jewel system, which pushes progression in wild and exciting new directions. The passive skill tree in Path of Exile is already well known for being incredibly complex, almost overwhelmingly so, but that complexity affords a variety of player builds that few other games can match. The Jewel system takes this further by adding special sockets on the skill tree. Jewels can be placed within these sockets for a wide array of potential benefits, allowing you to tweak your character beyond what's already available. While that's interesting in and of itself, there are numerous unique jewels that make things crazy. When socketed, unique jewels create a radius around themselves, affecting all other passive skills within that radius. One of the unique jewels we saw transforms all surrounding skills into bow skills. So let's say all nearby skills increase chaos damage. By using this unique jewel, those skills increase bow damage instead. The most surprising example we saw is a unique jewel that disconnected nearby branches, meaning you could put points into any skill within the radius without having to travel along the path leading up to that skill. It allows access to more powerful skills sooner, and eliminates the need of putting points into skills you don't really want. There's always been a large amount of freedom in Path of Exile, but jewels feel like they could truly take things to a different level. There hasn't been anything before that feels quite like it. The best expansions completely revitalize games, making them fresh in ways they haven't been before. The Awakening is aiming to do just that, and our early showing certainly impressed. It feels like Grinding Gear Games knows exactly what its audience is looking for, and also how to surprise them. The closed beta for The Awakening will occur later this month.